Hey there, fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 99, Gorillo Bane. Can I sleep on the roof of the Cat and Scrapmasters? I cannot. Alright, let's go over to the bar then. Plenty of beds up here. Where was the closest place that I could get a repair? Because my artificial limbs are very worse for wear. I'll have to think about that. Not everyone is equally hurt. Those that I pitted against, the alpha creatures, are obviously a lot worse off than the average. Your rain lost a limb to the Mega Crab. Yeah, the Mega Animals are obviously very, very strong. And should be taken seriously. And then, I guess, not technically animals, but then you have the Cleanser Bots, which are sort of like alpha animals, in a way. A bit of liberty calling them that, but I would say they're kind of similar to alpha animals. So, let's see what there is to do in town. Oh, you know what? There's another bar. Let's go to the second bar. Heal up those that are waiting. There's a bunch of sleepers in this one. I may want to buy food, and definitely going to buy bolts. So where might I get bolts in this town? Because I've been using a lot of bolts from Headshot. The Scrapmasters... Oh, yeah, the Ranger shop's going to have bolts. Done. Scrapmaster might have a better weapon for Cowley. So, Cowley, you want to poke your head in and check? So the Scrapmasters specialize in blunt weapons, and Cowley is pretty much the only one that uses a blunt weapon, as he uses a mercenary club as his primary. Oh no, they all look like junk quality. Never mind. Yeah. Man, that is a lot of junk. Whew. It's all garbage, all the way down. What's the highest quality here? Like Cat 3? Dear Lord. Should be embarrassed. I spit on your weaponsmithing. You're selling junk. Police station. General shop. Alright, let's go to the bars and buy food, I guess. King is almost fully healed, so he'll fill his backpack. And then Rockfin, I'm going to have you rest up a little bit more, but Rockfin has a bunch of the Great White Gorillo stuff that I could sell, obviously. They're calling the, well, they're not the Junk Masters, they're the Scrap Masters. But yeah. Fair point, they have garbage. Oh, is this Shinobi Tower? Yeah. Alright, let's, who needs backpacks? Greaser needs a backpack. Might be possible to stock up with backpacks here. If there was a... There you are. Shinobi Trader. Oh, good. They have 4. So that's 1. Thorfinn, come get your backpack. What is their objective to this game? This game is a open-ended game. It's a sandbox game, so there really isn't an objective other than, like, survive. So it's very much up to the player to come up with their own goals. But there are certainly a lot of things that you can do. But it doesn't have a story at all. It is completely sandbox. You know what? I think we have backpacks for everybody now. I might buy a new backpack for Kang. But I believe that everybody has a thief bag. Nope, that was the wrong vendor. Where did the trader go? There you are. Alright. Is there somewhere to repair here? That's the next question. The mechanical shop doesn't have... I actually don't know where the closest repair would be. I don't know if there's a prosthetics robo-trader anywhere. Because there's no robot beds. No, there's no robot beds here. So, Rockfin might just be out of luck trying to get his limbs repaired up. But that's fine. They're mostly going to recover over time. So, is it time to push off? Let's see. Quick roster check. Yeah, we're good enough. Alright, let's go. Rally on out. Probably Flat Lagoon? Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably the closest. It's one of the struggles of being a robot is you have very limited options when it comes to actually doing repair beds, unless you're going to build it yourself. And I'm not going to haul around all the ingredients to build a repair bed. Doesn't make any sense. Cheers. I also suppose I never sold the Great White Leathers. I don't really need the money, so I'll sell it if I need the money. So after this, let me see if the polling software is up. After this, let's decide what to do next. So here is the Gorillo Bandit throne. They think very highly of themselves. You can't craft the leathers into anything. No. They're not special in any way, other than trophy items. Oh, is their door locked? Yeah, that's why I can't get through. Critique number 1. An unguarded gate that's locked is not really a locked gate. So here we are in the Gorillo Bandit throne with a bunch of white belt wannabes. Here's their giant throne there. Where is their leader, though? I'm not sure. Maybe upstairs? Oh, here he is. Gorillo. So he forces everybody to use martial arts, but he himself does not. We're coming for you, dude. You hypocrite. Alright, y'all don't need to run directly upstairs. Brute force the problem? Oh, King. King. And Poetic, stay down here. Going upstairs. Well, come to us. Another thing, so, chat, I'm dropping the backpack again. Alright, first floor cleared. I'm gonna patch up real quick. Ruka's gonna stand on the pantry. Nice. Good luck. And second floor is cleared too, because everybody from the second floor came downstairs and got themselves wrecked. Alright, right, let's just storm up. Bored of teeny people. Me bored. Okay. Well, you and your tiny brain. He hits like a monster truck, by the way, because he has a Meito plank. So here's his stats. His stats aren't particularly high. It's the weapon that he wields, which is scary. I know it's kind of hard to tell even what's going on here because we are stomping him. Man, he has taken so many hits. He has no block skill whatsoever. So sad, he says. Yeah, well, you're unconscious now. So here is his weapon, the Exile Plank. This thing weighs 48 kilograms, which is so much more than what we're going to be able to wield. So I'm not planning on using that, but I am planning on taking it. So down with Kang's backpack and up to go grab it. I'm also going to bounty him off because he's worth a lot. So thank you for the Exile Plank. Now I'm going to be ever encumbered. And I'm going to strip him because a naked Gorillo looks pretty funny. And Kang, pick him up wherever he is. Who wants him? United Cities? Okay, yeah. UC wants him. Good. All right, let's ransom off. We just have to walk over to Catton to do it. And then my polling software is broken, so we're going to poll on Twitch. It is a lot of weight on Kang. But he has prosthetic legs. Oh, it's actually too much weight. I was wrong. So let's have King drop him and Rockfin will take him. So King moves at 21, which is still faster than Shona. Alright, Shona, you lead the way to Catton. And what to do next, Paul? Alright, there it is. Well, wherever chat is. I don't know how to point to it anymore. So we could either attack more Megafauna, go for Blister Hill, attack the Shek, one of their Shek cities, because now there's a lot of them. We've made some new ones. Or something that you all suggest, viewer suggestions. I'm definitely going to want to put the XL Plank away first. What are we in, some sort of, like, ant death march? Yes. Shona, what are you doing? A pheromone death march. Love it. We're not too far from the black Gorillo, but we're pretty far away. I'm not going to go to the Mega Crab because that's really far away. And the Mega Raptor is very far away as well. And also can bug out and not spawn. So, not only is it far away, but it can also be pretty boring. So, Rockfin, let's slap down the Gorillo. Here you go. And give me my 50,000 for reward. Enjoy your life, Captain Goofy Man. Taking a look at the roster here to make sure no one is critical. Horse's arm is pretty... Yeah, okay, there are some wounds that I should probably heal up before I head anywhere. I want to pay for my beds. I know I can have free lodging in the Shinobi Thief Tower, but I just don't want to, I'll pay. There's so many Empire peasants here filling all the beds, though. Silly peasants. Sleep all day. I think Gorillo landed a few hits on Thor's head and someone else's head, because Thor's head was near caved in, and then Horse's arm was terrible as well. But we'll be back to fight and form in no time. Yeah, we do have the 64 faction size, but I've force capped it on 32, which is the size of the squad. In Vanilla Kenshi, you can only have up to 20, or 10 in squad, 20 in total, or something like that. I forget, because it's been a while, but I wanted a few more. But then to offset that, I also have enemies have much larger raids as well, so it's not just an advantage for me. The enemy raids are about 25% larger. It's, what, 20 and 30, actually? Yeah, so normally you cap out at, like, 30, and I decided to cap out at 32, so I have, like, 2 extra people. And I've made the enemy raid size 25% larger for 2 extra people. So I think it's probably harder for me, but more fun. Alright, there goes all the claws that I looted off of the Great White Gorillo. And it looks like you guys want some megafauna next. So I'll just wait until I'm healed up a little bit more, and then we'll head on out. Look for more backpacks? I'm actually full on backpacks. I don't need any more. Every single person on the team here has a backpack now. Let me double check that. Yep. No missing backpacks. Alright, once Thor's healed up, we'll head on out. So the old prison has fallen, and we're going to head to Strobe, to the Crumbling Labs, like I called out, and then we'll vote on what goes next. Because it looks like the Take on More Megafauna is going to win here. Danage and Moravec, thank you for the follows, and welcome to the stream. Horse, are you stuck? Nah, he's moving. Cool. Alright, take on more megafauna. So, let me update. Kill the Great Black Gorillo. Shouldn't be really any harder than killing the white one. The white one's already dead, so... Getting there is a little bit sketchier, but it shouldn't be too bad. What we're doing right now kind of reminds me of the, like, Herculean feats of strength. You know? That Hercules had to go defeat the whatever. All his feats of strength. The bull, the Medusa, I don't know. It's been a while since I read that mythology, but that's what it reminds me of. Hey, Bunker Joe. Congrats on being an affiliate, by the way. How do you set your squad to march in order? So what I've been doing is actually... The way I like to march is I pick the slowest person in the squad. Hit tilde, which is select all. Hold left shift and left click to deselect. And then right click and have everyone follow the slowest person. That's my preference. Because the way pathing works is you can instead, using this stance here, see how there's 2 people walking together? What you can do instead is to tell everyone to create a formation and to move in formation, and then to go to the AI here and change your type of formation. So a caravan formation is a long line, and a military formation is the sort of squad that you saw before. They're not even doing it, are they? Yeah, they're not doing it at all. They're just ignoring me. But, the reason why I like to follow the slowest is when you're in a formation and you don't have someone... you don't have one leader, definitively one leader. What ends up happening is if anyone gets stuck on terrain, the entire squad grinds to a halt and they all stop. And because it's pretty common that people hit terrain and get stuck, it's moving long distances, you'll constantly just get hung up on terrain. So doing it this way, where you have one person leading and the rest following, when someone gets stuck, they sort of just re-pathfind to follow, which is a lot more effective than the squad formation, in my opinion, but you could try both. Just, for all the time that I have in Kenshi, I found that following the slowest person is the least annoying way to travel over long distances. Plus, it looks awesome, because we're in tight formation. But I could change this with caravan. And there's the caravan formation. The snake line. Or random, which is just like blitz and run like you're a shrieker. But the military formation is definitely Bay. Especially given that Headshot is at the end of the squad, so she's in the back. And she's the one that's shooter. She's the only shooter. So it's also a very functional formation too. Yeah, I wouldn't want to stand against this. Nope. Who's yelling at me? Drone guards of the Southern Hive? Hey, the Southern Hive is messing with me now? Flay, fleshies. Oh, you stupid Southern Hive. Don't make me kill your queen. I'm not here to kill them, so I'm just going to move on. I am running through their territory. Technically, this is the northern edge of the Southern Hive territory. But we're after megafauna. So here's the flats, but my my limbs are fine. They're 3 points and 5 points off of max, but that's not that much of a problem. So I'm not going to make the pit stop. Dude, what the? Stupid boneyard wolf. Wow, this drone guard really wants to fight me, huh? Bye. Enjoy the wolves. Oh, I don't even feel bad. I ran up, slashed him, then he got ganked by wolves, and I walked off. Yeah, learn your manners, drone guard, you moron. Stay in formation or die. Oh, what a dummy. You have triggered my boneyard wolf trap guard. Fianoros, thank you for the follow. I hope I got that name. Fianora. Yeah, I think I said it right. Probably not, though. As someone with a complicated name to say, I'm sympathetic to the complicated names out there. I try my hardest. If I'm ever saying your name wrong, you can always... I think what's probably best is if you hop on Discord and just chat me up. Hey, Cope! My, Welcome. Welcome to yet another stream. It has been, what, like a few weeks on Twitch now? How are you liking Twitch? I know, I am not a young man, but, Twitch obviously skews to a younger audience, which, can make it challenging. When I see all the, like, the emote spam of the most popular streamers, I'm like, I don't even know. How is this even communication? Was this a little Lambat squad that wants to nip at me? Yeah, I don't. Alright, fine. You know what? You bit me, so you die for it, but Lambats are pretty weak. So Lambats are kind of ugly, little... I don't even know how to describe them. Honestly, I feel like the main developer, Chris, just did a whole lot of weird drugs and came up with some freaking crazy creatures. Because if you look at really any of the creatures up close, they're all hideous and weird. I kind of love it for that. But here is the land bat beatdown. They're not particularly tough critters, but they also are not very edible, which is why I don't normally fight fight them. And Maxu, thanks for the resub as well. Yeah, they give mostly... They don't give a lot of meat, and then most of the meat is foul meat, so... Oh, here's a black Gorillo. These are the slightly rarer forms of Gorillos. And tougher. Which means I ought to not just blitz it with everybody, but use the same sort of... Larry and Jackson. I do like how they kind of like giddy up cartwheel or something. And then let's throw Chemo in here too. And headshot. So if you look closely, this thing is deep nightmare fuel. I know it's not very light, but it looks like it's like out of Resident Evil or something. What crossbow does Headshot use? She uses a Ranger, a Masterwork Ranger. I could use a stronger one, but Rangers shoot fast and they don't... There's not much of a risk of a friendly fire death using Rangers over other stronger bows. And down it goes. These Gorillos don't even give meat, so they're totally worthless in terms of feeding an army. But fun to kill. And off we go. I don't know how injured they are, but we stop for naught. So for you new players, the further south and east you travel, so this is probably the safest region around here. Not exactly the middle. If you're human, this region is also pretty safe, if you're a human male. Up here is not too bad, but the further... This edge of the world is pretty sketchy. This edge of the world is super sketchy. And this edge of the world is just nightmare. Total nightmare unless you know what you're doing. So the further south and east you go, or really honestly the further from this sort of center that you travel, the more dangerous it becomes. So as we travel further south and east, we're going to happen upon scarier and scarier enemies. King Gorillo. King Gorillo has pretty much roughly the same stats as the Great White Gorillo, slightly lower, but his body is like 1k tough, which is ridiculously high. What are we fighting right now? Oh, just a little lambat. I love seeing the damage that Shona's Meito Moon Cleaver does, because it's some big numbers. Some big numbers. The Leviathan coast is lovely. It really is. I like Leviathans, but, you know, you gotta be careful. Don't go in the water, they say, after swimming. Alright, I have everyone on passive and hold. And then, let's get out of this acid water, because this looks like if I had a match, I could set the whole river on fire. So this is the lab, the crumbling lab. And then I'm going to start with Larry, Jackson, and Chemo again, because they have anti-Gorillo weapons. And headshot. There's some okay-ish weapons laying around on the ground, nothing that I'm going to pick up. This is likely to be a tough fight. Alright, and then while this fight goes on... Ouch, Larry's getting smacked already. We're going to poll for what to do next. Let's see if the polling software is up again. Ooh, Chemo is getting the brunt of it. One of the challenges of fighting the Great Rock, the Black Gorillo here, or King Gorillo, is just the terrain, trying to get your footing to land hits. Larry's down. Next up will be... Shona. Yeah, we're getting batted around here. Very, very batted around. And then Larry, I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, Yeah, just have you walk out of the fight and walk into the group of everybody else. Because he got back up. Alright, yeah, the online polling is broken. So I'll poll using Twitch. Chemo is down. Jackson's holding zone. Shona is hurt. Oren, you want to step up? Oh, Chemo is down again. He got back up and went back down. I might need to extract him with a, Here, Rockfin, you go grab him. And this thing's down maybe a quarter of its life. Has gone through 2 people already. Oren's arm looks kind of mangled. Shona's arm is definitely mangled. Alright, Shona, I'm going to have you tap out before your arm becomes any more mangled, and we'll put Mike in. I'm just picking people at random now. Now, this is pretty good weapons training and pretty good toughness training, because attacking enemies that are stronger than you helps with your stats. So if you take a look at, like, Mike's melee attack, it's going to go up... Oh yeah, it just went up 12% for one swing, because the King Gorillo has really incredibly high stats. Oh, and Oren's about to lose a limb, so let's have her back out. So this is, this serves the purpose of just, like, very good skill grind. Okay, excuse you. You're a little in my face. Alright, so Ruka stepped up. Jackson, you can still fight. Mike, you can still fight. Headshot, you're fine. Would have one guy on block behind taunting. Yeah, I mean, Ruka right now is taunting. It's just they ignore it a lot of the time. Taunt doesn't always work. As you can see, Mike's not taunting and Jackson is not taunting. But the Gorillo doesn't really care. So taunt is not like, it's not like a true RPG where you can just taunt tank. And it's down. It went down due to a loss of blood. And here we have the very boring animal skin, not quite like the Great White Gorillo. But hey, that was a good fight. And now it's time to patch everyone up and assess who is the slowest mover. How do you vote on the polls here? That's a good question. You're probably on mobile, I imagine. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, I don't even know. I have never voted on mobile. So the slowest is Shona by a long shot because she's injured. So she's down to 17 miles an hour. Alright, we'll follow her. And given where I am, it might be a good idea to head to the flats for medical attention before we go anywhere else. Nothing like a little acid bath. Wake you up in the morning. Yeah, blood loss KO is a strange way to KO that thing, but... Kill the lab while I'm there? That's not what we voted on. I don't really need to clear labs. They don't really benefit me at this point. We have all the tech we want. Oh, so here you've got a bunch of the scavengers attacking a black Gorillo. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose badly. Good luck to them. Glitch, thanks for the bits. Yeah, a little acid bath to cauterize the wounds and to forge the metal weapons a little bit better. Yeah, we just killed the Gorillo for fun. Exactly. Well, not just for fun. I mean, it is a skill. It's... So as I was explaining, attacking enemies that have significantly higher stats than you helps to train your stats the most. So we attacked the Megafauna as a method to gain skills. Now, of course, if you really wanted to game the system, what you would do is you would you'd knock them out, you patch them up, you knock them out, you patch them up. You'd keep having the tough enemy recover over and over. And that's a strategy. That's a strategy you can use when you... Oh, Southern Hive. Have you not learned? Okay, Blister Hill, it's next. We've got Southern Hive soldiers who just got drop-kicked to death. Good job, dummies. Would taking out the Reavers be useful for skill? It would, but they're dead. They're gone. So, can't kill them twice. Yeah, we've already hit the Reaver base and taken over Rhadamant? Is that... I always forget. I get Reavers and Skin Bandits mixed up. Rhadamant is Skin Bandits, isn't he? No, he's the leader of the Reavers. Okay. Yeah, we already took out Rhadamant. It's, we haven't hit the Skin Bandits. But that would be Savant. Although, they wouldn't even be really hostile to me, because I don't have skin that they care about, right? I don't think they innately care about, well, we ate all of our food. I don't think they actually care about, Shek, because they just want to kill humans, if memory serves. Shona, what are you doing? I thought your limbs were injured, not your brain. I actually don't want to go to the flats anymore, because we'll just go back to Shager's Pride. Heal up there will be a lot faster. So we have a one bed for everybody. You're lost? Don't head for Morn. No beds? There's 3 beds. There's 3, like, bed rolls. So then the other question I have for you all, and it's going to be another Twitch poll, so I apologize for this, but, is what strategy? What strategy do you use against Blister Hill? So there's multiple ways that we could attack Blister Hill. Lure them from the front. And we could attack the rear gate. Or... I'm trying to think of the other strategies. Bait guards out into a chase. Okay, there's a pretty short character limit, so I apologize, but there's 3 ways to do it, and I can describe the 3 things. So we could either go to the front gate, which would be here. Here's the front gate, and lure them out of the front gate. Now, Blister Hill is a 2-tiered city. It has the lower section and the higher section. So what we'd be doing is effectively luring them out in the front. We'd be killing every single combatant in Blister Hill, because the back section, the higher back section, is the one where Phoenix is in. So it's kind of a complete clearing of the city, but it would take a lot longer. Attacking the rear gate would allow us to lure the guards out from the rear gate, which is only the rear maybe third of the city, and to kill High Lord Phoenix a little bit sooner, but probably doing it in smaller chunks, because attacking High Lord Phoenix and all of his rear guards is too much. Or to bait the guards out in cap. So basically to have some designated person or two to run through and try to lure all the guards out to then expose High Lord Phoenix. Hopefully not sacrificing the people that were acting as lures, but, you know, I have no idea. So those are some strategies that we could employ. Right, we're closing in on getting home. I'd like to acknowledge the most pointless bridge in the history of bridges. There would be a point if there was vehicles in the game, but there aren't. Everyone's on foot. So what that bridge is for, I have no idea. Yeah, attacking Blister Hill from the rear Zerg style works great if you have very, very skilled soldiers. I am fairly certain we're not there yet. Because our average person is in the 40s and 50s, and we would need to be in the 60s and 70s for that to work. Or to have twice as many people as we currently have. One or the other. But it's but just blitzing Blister Hill. Blister Hill is going to have 70, 80 possible paladins, something like that. And we are only 32, which means that there's a massive numbers advantage to the defender. There's also all the crossbows that the defender will have, which is dangerous. You can protect yourself a little bit from crossbows by fighting indoors. But, you know, that's not a perfect way to avoid getting shot. No upcoming events. Alright, looks like a rear attack is going to be the choice. Cool. Well, one paladin died. The others are still starving. So now I'm just getting everybody healed up and repaired and ready to go. I guess I'll put the exile plank in here. It feels very strange to, like, put it away like this. But, you know, whatever. Alright, let's get everyone rested. I think almost everybody is, like, pretty healthy. Except for those that were fighting the Gorillo. Not a whole lot of injuries here. The troll in you wants to ask, when is Kenshi 2 coming out? I'd be the wrong person to ask. I have no association with the company whatsoever. I'm not employed by them, nor have I ever been. I wonder if, maybe someone here knows. I mean, I certainly don't. I don't keep up on news or anything like that. But hey, I'm happy to wait if it means it's going to be a good game. Oh, really? We just got finished healing up and the dust bandits roam on in? That's rude. Yeah, no set date. Well, it was 12 years for the first one, so I'm willing to wait as long as it takes. I'd rather wait a long time to have a good game than have it be released early. Looking at you, AAA companies, releasing the junk. Churning it out like a spam factory. Ubi. There's a lot of people guilty of that. Not just Ubi. A lot of developers just churn out garbage. Mass amounts of garbage. Well, we're healing up some of the last people here. I could probably put people back to industrial work, but it will take so long to clean up their inventories after the fact that I don't think it's worth it. I think we'll just, we won't do any of that. I think I will, however, have Kang switch out his bag. Finally. And not go with the jumbo storage bag. Meaning that we're going to have to spread the food amongst more people. But that way, he's not at a combat disadvantage going into the next fight. And because everybody has bags, it should be easier to share the load. Okay. We do have plenty of food in our food store, so I don't think I'm going to need to make or buy more food as we head out. Maybe buy a little bit more food, but we'll see. And now it's just up to healing those that are hurt. It might be worth... It might be worth pocketing some spare limbs, just in case of lost limbs during the fight. So here's a Masterwork right and high quality left for arms and legs. And then Kang will do the same. Just in case I have an arm or a leg lopped off, I can replace it sooner than waiting to buy one. It goes to show how difficult this fight's going to go that I'm bringing back up limbs. But nope. Really, truly not an exaggeration, I don't think. And I've gone through almost everybody's inventory. Most people have meds. Those that don't have meds, it's not that big of a deal. They've probably never really used meds before, like Case. We have plenty of bolts. Yeah, I think we're all set other than the food. Pure sarcasm, you hope Glitch doesn't lose an arm. None of those arms were lifter arms. Man, your bounty climbed. Just curious if there's... Yeah, there's really nothing for me left to do but fight. So Oren's almost healed up. Is she the last one? She might have been. No. Chemo needs to heal as well. Come on, Chemo. Glitch should visit a peeler. Yeah, except for they're against the rules that are clearly stated. No intentional limb loss being one of the rules of the series. So not only can I not visit a peeler, but I can't even... As the rules are written, I shouldn't even fight if I think I'm going to lose my limb. So if I have critical limb damage, dipping out of the fight and healing and making sure not to lose the limb is actually the rules. Alright, Shona. Let's get marching. Oh, before we do that, let's have all of you pack some food. Some boxed lunches. Yeah, once you have the financial ability to buy, like, spare limbs, you can definitely exploit that system to ridiculous levels, which is why I had that rule in place, because it's so very easy to exploit to give yourself, like, god-tier abilities through purposeful delimbing. Hence the rule. There's usually reasons behind rules. And purposeful delimbing is one of the quickest shortcuts to becoming the best warrior ever. Okay, that's every last ounce of food that we have in the base. Hopefully it'll be enough. Come on, you... Oh my god, where are you even running to? Hold on, I want to see. Where are you? Oh, you're putting it away? I hate you two. I hate you two. Get over here. No. Get over here. Ditch item is like one of the most frustrating things that this game has, I'd say. Is you ditch food when you don't want to ditch food, and then you don't ditch items when you want to ditch items, and then you always ditch your medical items, and it's like, oh, come on. I don't have time to micromanage this garbage. But nope. That's how it goes. Alright, taking a quick pit stop to make sure that these, ouch. I was trying to avoid that. Who are you? Dust Bandit? Alright, you can fight the beak thing then. Or not. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 15th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow Shek.